Hey everybody, it's MacTag, and welcome back to more Pokemon Ruby. Alright, the last part. We're just on this part, we're just going to be continuing on. This is just below Mr. Brownie's house. Mr. Brownie's gone, so we're going to have to surf across all this water now to get by. But, you know, for other alternatives, there's always a rest tunnel to get to the other side. And there's also that surfing route that I showed you from just above Oakdale Town over to above Slateport Town. Or Slateport City in the last part, alright? But there's a lot of trainers here, so I recommend you doing this. So I'm just going to be doing this and covering this in super max speed, alright? Here we go! Alright, one nice voice crack. One quick thing here as we were passing by in the sea, we came up upon this ship here, and this is the abandoned ship. I'm sorry if my voice sounds different. It's a different day, because, well, you know. Now, as you can see, it's kind of cracked. You can't walk through. You know, you don't fall through. A lot of this is actually later accessible later. Alright, sorry about that. Just, well, the light was on my recording area, and I don't like when the light's on because it kind of disquality it kind of makes some reflection happen. Really nothing in here. This is, you can rest in this bed, I believe. Never mind. This guy's not a trainer. Don't know what he does. Nothing. I don't know if you can. Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, you can exit this way too. Right, there's really nothing on this floor except for this room. There's a harbor mail. Jesus Christ! Could you not have put that so we could have received a harbor mail before? There might be stuff in the trash can. I don't know. If you go in here, well, the door's locked. Storage is painted on the door. Alright, now, for a couple of trainers here, I'm just going to be showing off each Pokemon, because I really don't know how much time we have after the sea. I mean, the sea obviously didn't take too long. But, you know. Duncan here, he's got a Wailmer, 26. And, well, he's also got a Machoke, also at 26, cutting the rest of this fight. Okay, we're back after that fight. Now, there's also, this guy does not battle you, because he thinks it's cool, it's a ship right now. There's a few doors here. This one's got some guy seasick. Even though the ship's not even moving. Interesting. Now you see there's a pool of water. That's how you get later accessible to this game. But you can see that the water's darker in that one spot in the middle. There's kind of the three spots on the bottom and the middle spot in the middle. Those spots will be later accessible when we get a certain thing to do, and it's not surf, because we already have surf. Alright, now in here there's an item, and it is the escape rope. So there's really only one good TM is the only really thing you can access in this game. Now, if you in this part, so far, we'll come back later. We got a dive ball. It's good for Pokemon under the sea, and we'll be getting to Pokemon under the sea when we get HM dive, which is what gets us under the sea into the next part of the abandoned ship. It's kind of like broken half, I think, is what it's supposed to be like. Alright, go up these stairs and not back. I never got that, how the stairs went one way and then they came back out the other way. It's like they always crisscross or something. Like, it should be like they come up to, if you move right into the stairs, you should come out right. But whatever. I'm not arguing with Pokemon, because, you know, logic, Pokemon logic is not normal logic. Alright, now in this room, we have a revive, pretty useful, but you can buy them later, you know. In here, you can fight a couple of trainers here. I believe these two register in your Pokémon. And I believe they just have Volbeat and Illumaz. That's about it, though. Correct. See you guys after this fight, because I don't like fighting. Okay, now they're pretty annoying. The only really move they used on me was Moonlight. Now you're going to want to go out here after. And well, now you can access these stairs. You know, this is where we came in from. And when we go into this room, we can see this professor guy. I'm investigating the ship on behalf of Captain Stern. He also asked me to find a scanner, but I haven't had any success. Okay. And while we find the storage key, so we can now open that. I don't know how he just misses a key lying on the ground. He's like looking all over the place. He could have just used the key and opened that door, but no. I mean, not saying that the what am I trying to say? Saying not saying the scanner's in there, but just saying like it would have been a good idea to check. But here we have TM13 contains Ice Beam. You know, not the powerfulest ice attack, but the most powerful one that has 100% accuracy. You know, not counting accuracy loss, but right now I went the wrong way. It's kind of a maze to get out here. Okay. Well, I'm not really amazed. I shouldn't. The second part of this place is really annoying. I'm just gonna say that much. But I really like that music. It's probably one of my favorite music in this generation or this game. But you know, really nothing else to do. Next part, I'll probably show off, you know, more surfing areas you can go, and you know, I don't know if I'll really rebattle trainers. I'll maybe rebattle a couple of them and stuff like that, just so you get the idea of what the levels are kind of like. All right, there's only about 5, but you know, well, I'll get to it when we get to that part, right? So this is me, Mac Calculars, saying goodbye. See you guys later.